Damn it. You didn't even gotta say it. I know I'm still late. How is it that I have the ability to control... You're right, Sincere. I've said too much. Anyways, on with the chapter review, guys. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shimigami X, aka your Captain X, here today to review Bleach chapter 562 entitled The Villain Part 2. Alright, for those of my new subscribers who's never seen me with a Zanpakuto before, yes, I do have a Zanpakuto. My other fellow captains have a Zanpakuto, such as the Elite Ace and Charles Zanime World. It's our signature, it's our trademark. Yes, the Elite Ace started it, but it's what I do as well. So obviously my reviews are different to his, but nonetheless this is not what this is about. This is about Bleach chapter 562, entitled The Villain Part 2, and more importantly, it's more about Renji. Renji in this chapter was badass. But you know what? It seems to me that I believe that this temporary badassness of Renji is just going to be short-lived. And the reason I say that is simply because we've seen this before. Kubo's done this before. Kubo's given Renji a power-up. And a perfect example of this is when Renji fought Jackie. Renji has obtained a significant power-up, saying that he's been training to be able to defeat Aizen. He was able to block impacts that basically shattered the environment around him, similar to what Dangai Ichigo was doing, Dangai Ichigo and Aizen were doing in their battle, obviously to a smaller scale. So we see that Renji did increase dramatically, and obviously the same thing is happening here. Master Masculine is doing his superstar punches, you know, basically is destroying the area around him. So basically showing that Renji is strong enough to disable somebody who has that amount of destructive capacity, which is an exceptional feat on its own. Now, the things that I thought were interesting about this chapter was not so much the fighting. Yeah, it was awesome to see how much Renji has progressed, but that's not what was truly interesting in this chapter. What piqued my interest was, okay, is when Renji said that he'll be enough to handle Master Masculine, that, you know, go on. And then Rukia was going to join the battle. He's like, you know what, you're more than enough to handle him. So it makes me question, is Rukia stronger than Renji is? To be honest with you, I'll be kind of upset if he is, but that would just be me personally. But as for Rukia, her character, it would be good that she finally gets some character development. Do I believe that she has a Bankai? Yes. Do I believe she's mastered it? No. I am interested to see what Renji's, if Renji has any new Shikai abilities, or if his Shikai is the same, or if his Bankai has just changed, because it was stated by Kubo a long time ago that Renji's Zanpakuto is actually meant to be quite different to what it actually is at the moment. Well, to what we've seen, I should say. So, that's what I'm most interested in. I'm most interested to see what the development of Renji has, like how far Renji has developed and how far Rukia has developed, because we all know that she hasn't really had much character development throughout the entire series. So I believe this is her chance to shine, you know, whoever she goes to fight. I hope she does go to take on Asnod, the guy who took down Byakuya. I think that would be pretty cool to see, and I hope that she does have a Bankai. But as for Rukia as a character, personally I don't really care for her. But anyways, now, one of the things I didn't like about this chapter, yes, I have a sword, guys. Yes, his name is Sensei Suzumushi. It's the Shikai ability, I'm not going to tell you. You'll find out another day. Bankai, top secret. Only my fellow captains know for obvious reasons. Nonetheless, yeah. One of the things that annoyed me in this chapter, how the flip is James still alive? Secondly, okay. Kubo didn't mess up here, but this confuses me. Master Masculine, his eardrums are popped. He can't hear Renji speak. Fair enough, Kubo remembered that. Good, well done to you. James, can you cheer so you can heal my ears? What? So, just because he's cheering, he managed to heal his ears. That makes no sense, because how did he hear him in the first place? Fair enough, I know that Master Masculine's powers are basically based off an audience. Well, in particular James, it seems. Because obviously it's clear to see that nobody else, his cheers will do the same effect that James's does to Master Masculine, because whatever. So, the only conclusion that I can come to this is that they somehow resonate off each other, because it was stated in earlier chapters that when a Quincy goes into their standing final holy form, whatever you want to call it, that basically they resonate off each other. So basically it could force another Star Knight to go into their holy form. So that being said, is the bond between James and Master Masculine similar to that, so like they share ratios in a sense. I did say before that I believe that their powers are linked. I did say that I believe that James was a more significant character than he was being made out to be. But Renji dealt with him quickly, like, you know, you give him a quick slice up, you know how it goes. Sliced him up, dealt with him one time, sliced his head into, you know, quite frankly, I think it was 6 pieces, which kind of resembles the Quincy pentagram, but I'm not going to go into that too deeply because that's just nitpicking. But anyways, moving on. yeah, so I thought that was pretty weird, and I thought, like, did Kubo mess up? Did I read that wrong? So I read chapters several times before I give my review on them, because there's things that I don't want to miss. So nonetheless, this chapter is actually a very simple chapter of Bleach. So not a lot happened other than, you know, the fight where obviously you see Renji blocking, dodging, talking a few bits of smack here and there, but that's about it. Other than that, the chapter was nothing special. Obviously, we see Marcy Maskin get the nice slash at the end by Renji. But do I think Marcy Maskin is dead? No, because we get to see his final holy form. And I believe that it's Marcy Maskin's final holy form which is going to push Renji to reveal his new Bankai. Unless the power difference between Marcy Masculine and Renji is so significant that he doesn't even need to reveal his Bankai, and Kubo is saving that for another day. Hopefully, I do hope that Kubo is saving it for another day. Yes, don't get me wrong, I do want to see Renji's new Bankai, but I think that will illustrate better how far Renji has developed as a character. Well, in so far because of his training. Shouldn't really say because of his character, more developed in terms of his strength. Because just developing your strength isn't necessarily character development. Character development can be emotional as well as physical. But you guys don't need to be told that you're my squad. You're my squad because you're smart. You already know what it is. Anyways. Yeah. So, you know what? It seems like a really short chapter review. Am I missing anything? No. Marcy Maskin went to give him the nasty punches. Renji dodged it. Gave him the elbow. Slammed him into the ground. Some Dragon Ball Z type stuff. Rukia came down. You know, took Kensei and Rose to get healed or do whatever she wants to do with them, take them to safety, whatnot. Yeah, that's about it. There's not really much to talk about in this chapter, guys, and you know what? I feel kind of disappointed that this chapter review is so short, because there's not really much to go on, other than, you know what, to say that I was actually pleased because Renji punched out Marcy Maskin, because you know what, I'm slightly biased. I don't really like Marcy Maskin as a character, but that's me being honest. And obviously Renji was originally one of my favourite characters, but obviously he's not now, because you all know that's Kyorai Kushunsui, it's no secret. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So I know it seems kind of short, but I guess that'll do it. So I don't know, I feel like I'm like cheating you guys out. So you know what, if you guys have any, you know, urgent questions you want to ask me, if you drop them in the comment section below, I'll be sure to make a video answering all your questions soon. So be like a part 2 / follow-up with this chapter review, because quite evidently it seems so short. Anyways, guys, it's your boy Shimigami X, aka your Captain X. I'm signing out. I almost messed up there. I'm signing out, and as always, my people, take care and peace. Oh yeah.